some nice. I don't know why I want to say jicama so bad. Jamaica.
They kind of sound alike.
Yeah.
What's good, people? Another one. It's been a while. How long has it been?
Like a month.
Well, what the fuck?
You know what? That's fair. It's just you're working.
For real.
Your
sketch has been crazy. Your sketch has been crazy.
Working
like a motherfucker.
Just like a slave. You know? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I thought about not saying it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just been working a lot. Like, a lot.
It goes from being unemployed for like a couple months to working non-stop.
Mm-hmm.
That's
like,
the American dream.
There's no, like, in between.
Yeah, for real.
It's either all or nothing, which is fine, though. Like, it's going good. It's just the schedule is a little crazy. How are you, though?
I'm crazy, apparently. Oof, I'm good.
Well, outside kind of like feels like a breath.
What do you mean?
Outside, like the weather.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so muggy and hot and just humid. It feels like somebody's going.
That's like, such a wild way to put it, but yeah, I see
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what I mean. Yeah, it does make sense, but like, bruh. It's like whenever the dogs are breathing on you.
And it has to be like close. You know what I'm saying? Like it can't be it's like that's exactly what it feels like outside.
That is crazy. That's a crazy way to put it.
I know. I just that's the first thing I think of. I don't know why.
Now I'm gonna feel disgusting every time I go outside.
I know, right? Like it's just.
Bruh. I just don't like heat in general.
Heat.
Yeah. So yeah, the weather is breathing on us.
So how are you?
I'm good. I've been busy. We're planning a trip for next month. It will be fun. We're going to Texas. For life, because they don't need to know that. I like my privacy.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, it's a special occasion.
It's June. That's a special.
It's June.
It's Men's National Mental Awareness Month. Something like that.
In June?
Yeah.
Best Friends Day is actually on June 8th.
That's
Best
crazy.
Friends Day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But June, it got overshadowed by Pride Month, which really pisses me off because it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month or something like that. And it get overshadowed by Pride Month.
I don't think it's, well... It
is overshadowed.
It is overshadowed, but like, it's kind of nice that it's on the same month because people can be gay and nice and also have access to mental health.
Well, they don't.
They do. No, I mean, it's like everybody. Like, not everybody seeks mental help.
Men don't.
A lot of men don't. But a lot, like, I feel like we're in that transition period in life where, like, you know, like society-wise, that men are starting to become a little more comfortable with actually being vulnerable and getting help.
Still a lot of stigma, for sure.
Still a lot of stigma, but it is what it is, you know? Like, you go forward only.
Yeah. I don't know. It kind of like... The thing that bothers me about Pride Month is that it's a whole month. Why can't it be a day? Like, you know, like Memorial Weekend is just a weekend. You die for your country. You kill in the name of freedom, quote unquote. And you get a weekend.
But it's
and then you're gay and you like the same sex that you are, and then you get a whole month. Like, what do you do?
I mean, it's kind of like every month is a month-long thing. Like Hispanic Heritage Month, Black History Month, Pride Month.
Okay, like, Black History Month is completely different than Pride Month. And I don't even like Black History Month because that reduces Black history to a month. It's 12 months, baby.
Okay, but it can't be Black History Month or Pride Month or whatever every single month.
It's just regular history.
I think you're like reading into it too much. Like, it's not that serious. They just want like a date to celebrate or a month if they want to call it a month.
They don't even want it.
A lot of people want it.
I think the majority don't want it.
I think we live in a society where it really low-key is 50-50. Because if it wasn't, they wouldn't happen. The events would be ending.
I think that the minority is trying to speak for the majority. Because the majority is a silent majority.
I don't know. I'm not that upset that there's a whole month to celebrate whatever.
I'm not. I mean, that's the thing. That the only thing that I can think of is like it's a whole month for Pride Month. No other celebration has a whole ass month.
But they do Black History Month and Hispanic Heritage Month.
When are those?
Black History Month is in February, and Hispanic. It's either April or March.
Should have been in May.
It may be in May. I don't know.
For Cinco de
I know
Mayo.
it's like one of those three, like for sure. Like I remember, I think we just passed it, but I'm not 100% sure when.
So it wasn't as important because nobody remembers.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know. Still annoyed at the fact that it's just like
You know why it
are they-
is?
what?
You know why it's in June? Because the law got passed on June, so therefore June is a month to celebrate. It was a huge decision.
It was a huge decision.
Yeah,
I'm just
it
saying.
changed the world.
Then they should make it that day, not that month.
It is that day.
We don't celebrate the U.S. independence all of July. It's just the 4th of July, and that's the birth of a country.
Okay, and June, whatever day it was, they celebrate that day. They're like, "Oh, congratulations!" it's
But
your
they celebrate the
birthday."
whole last month.
Let them have their fun. Pride Month is fun. There's a lot of events.
Yeah,
A lot of events
gay
happen.
events.
And they're so fun. They are just the funnest. They always have a good vibe. They always just want to dance. Everybody looks amazing. It's just a good time.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not a good time. You're saying they're giving it too much importance for something that is not that important.
I mean, it's like people's.
We don't celebrate whenever slavery was abolished. That's an important event.
I'm sure they did at the times. I'm sure there was.
We still
Parties
celebrating 4th of
going
July, and that was in 1776.
But that's the birth of a country. You said that.
And then we have the freedom of slaves. We don't celebrate that.
Because that's in the past.
And so is independence.
Yes, but it's like it's patriotism. It's pride. It's like celebrating your country's Independence Day, or like a tradition that only your country does. It's like that. Just
I see. No.
to feel like community, to have fun, because life is not that serious.
I don't understand why we need a whole month to celebrate that two guys kiss.
Well, you don't have to celebrate it.
I don't. That's the problem.
Okay, you don't have
But-
to celebrate it. It just sounds like a lot of negative Nancy's.
It's not.
Negative Nancy's over here today.
Why Nancy's? It wasn't it Karen's?
No, negative Nancy's.
Why Nancy's?
Because it's an N name. So negative Nancy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were just talking like a Karen.
No. That's a saying. You never heard that before?
No.
Mm.
The only say that I heard was lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Okay, yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know that. And like every time somebody asks me like which way do I screw it?
Left or right?
Yeah, I'm like, well, say this shit and then you figure it out. You want to tight or you want to like get it loose?
Okay, but like, I don't think I would say that. Like, I've heard it before, but I would just figure it out because it can only be two ways.
You'd be surprised at the amount of people that don't know.
If you were gonna feel the thing come out.
You'll be surprised at these motherfuckers.
Oh.
There are a lot of people that don't know how to screw. A
How to screw.
Yeah. Like, bruh. Hello.
Well, speaking of screws, I don't know why. This is Loki has no correlation to it, but it just reminded me of it because I'm like, it could happen.
Yeah, for real.
So I went to go see Final Destination.
Oh, you already saw it?
Yeah, I want to go see it.
Oh, you want to go see it?
No, I went to go see it. Yeah, so I went to go see it, and I was really excited because I was like, "Oh, lit!" Like it's gonna give me PTSD. It's gonna give me nostalgia. It did not. Well, I didn't like. I didn't like it. And I have beef with the horror.
Who's a whore?
Horror.
Oh, horror.
Horror.
It sounded like whore.
Horror.
Okay.
I have a little bit of beef with like this genre. I don't want to say like total horror because I don't think it is. Like I don't think it's scary per se. I think it's a lot of like shock value.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't classify the Saw franchise as horror.
No, they call it something different.
They call it torture porn sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I was gonna say something. No, gore.
Gore. Okay. So like I would classify Final Destination in the gory category.
Okay.
So I have a little bit of beef with this because I feel like now that we are in the age of technology and all that, like in AI, and effects should be better, right? But I feel like we are going backwards, like on CGI.
Yes.
Like I don't
Very
understand what's happening, and the thing that like I'm really heartbroken that I did not enjoy about this movie I was seeing some of the behind the scenes of how they do like I was gonna say
The
traps,
stunts.
but I was gonna say traps, but it's not Saw.
Yeah.
The accidents, the deaths. Oh, what can we say that?
We just did.
You may. The way that they do it, the way that they're doing it, like to make it as realistic as possible, yet it's looking more fake. Like I thought that it was all CGI, and when I saw the behind the scenes, I was like, oh, like this, like they use special, not special effects, but like special mechanisms to make it as real as possible. And
And it looks like shit.
It just, you think it would look better because it's like real. It's just a little disappointing, and I'm just confused if we're taking the measures to do the right thing of like for example, I'm spoilers, right? So like if somebody gets like their head cut off in half, they did like this device of like when you're supposed to get your hair cut off, that's when it like pushes back. You know what I'm saying? Like that little part of the mechanism. So it's still her real head, like her real thing.
Uh-huh.
And it looked great in the behind the scenes. I was like, oh, that looked a little bit more believable than what was shown in the movie. So I was just like, oh, that was an interesting choice. Like it just didn't give what it was supposed to give. So I was a little disappointed at the effects of the movie.
So it wasn't as good looking as you thought it would be.
Yeah, like I remember, like for example, when you think of the Final Destination movies and you think of like all the death scenes, they're very graphic.
And there are some iconic ones.
There are some iconic ones, and I'm gonna put that as an example. The log one, when you saw the log go through the person's head,
yeah.
It was like
that could happen to me.
Not even that could happen to you, but like effects wise, like and visual wise, like you're like, oh, like it made you cringe, it made you like
squeeze your butt cheeks.
Yeah, like you could see it, if that makes sense.
You could feel the pain.
You could see the log going into his skin and his face and things like that, right? And this movie just didn't give it to me. This movie, like they had the death scenes so short, like I just thought it wasn't. It was Final Destination, yes, but like,
was it really?
Yeah, like I just did not enjoy this.
It was like a cheap version of it.
It was a very cheap version of it. No, that's not true. It was not a very cheap version of it. It was just like the deaths felt very rushed, like very rushed. And I'm like, that's what we're here for.
Yeah,
and it's just not giving that. Like some of them would die in like less than 2 minutes. So yeah, I was just very
disappointed.
It was lackluster, which it was really just sad to see that it just didn't pay off what they were trying to give.
Excuse me,
Can
sir.
we help you?
We have a did not disturb sign, sir.
He said, "I'm coming in." Well,
because it's raining.
It's raining, so he's scared. Oh.
He say, "Excuse you."
Yeah, I'm coming in. I'm scared. Like it is what it is. You know what? Respect.
At least he was chill about it.
That's he's like, "Hey, I'm coming in." Like, okay, thanks.
Sit in a corner and be quiet.
Yeah.
No, but in my humble opinion, Hollywood is dying.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood is dying fast and painful, and it's horrible to see. Because when was the last time we really saw a good movie or show you were like, damn, like we spoke about this so many times before. We don't have any classics anymore. We don't have nothing like you're like, I want to see that movie in 5 years and it's gonna be a classic that we're gonna remember. We don't quote movies anymore. We don't act like, hey, we want to be this guy. We there's nothing. They're very generic. And then
there's a lot of remakes right now.
There's a
lot of remakes or like
Hollywood is out of ideas, and that pains me.
I don't think Hollywood's out of ideas.
I mean, that's all we're seeing.
I know, but I don't think it's out of ideas. I think that they're choosing on the wrong things to
I think they became too corporate with everything that happens nowadays. You know how when you're like, even you see these changes of like brands. You see like a picture from McDonald's in the 80s, 90s, maybe even early 2000s. And this is really cool, fun looking building with like a lot of colors and all that kind of shit. And you see like a 2020 McDonald's and it looks like somebody that depicts his design.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like very corporate, it has to be from left to right and then right to left. Like, it's like this. And now I feel like it's the same with movies. Like they're just killing creativity.
Yeah.
Like Hollywood lack balls right now. Lacks balls to take bold moves and be like, you know what, this might be a controversial, but it's a good story. Let's put some money into it.
They're not letting the artists do the art.
Yeah,
like it's
everybody's afraid to offend someone. and
I
they're
mean,
not going
that's
for
so
it.
real. Like,
But-
cancel culture is crazy.
Yeah, but we always like done kind of crazy shit. Like look at the movies from the 80s, 90s.
yeah,
Like
that's
sometimes
true.
they will do like crazy shit, and sometimes like if you don't look the part, they will not cast you for the fucking part.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, if you're black and you're playing a white dude, you can be a black guy playing a white dude, or the other way around. Like I can see Leonardo DiCaprio making a biography about Obama, you know,
That's crazy. I don't know what ever happened, but
but it will happen the other way around.
I think.
Severus Snape.
Oh, you're talking about Severus Snape.
That's a perfect example.
That's crazy that they're. I mean, does it?
Snow White.
No. But does it say on the book that
He
Snape is
does.
white?
Yes,
Okay.
he does.
Then I
He's
do have
a tall guy with a pointy nose, greasy black hair, and pale skin, or something like that.
Okay. We
He
need to
does
find
say
the
on the
quote.
fucking book.
Okay, if it says.
I'm not like the hardest hardcore fan of Harry Potter,
Yeah.
but I know enough to be like the fans are like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, the thing about it is like, I only have beef with changing the skin color of a character when it literally says the description like on the
book,
like,
on the original
on the
source.
book, like on the like where it came from, like
Yeah.
like Snow White. She's white as snow.
Little Mermaid,
Homegirl was literally
Mexican.
tan, but that's fine. You know,
Cleopatra.
and then what?
Cleopatra,
Who played Cleopatra?
some black girl, but like she was from Egypt. They're Persian. They're like that little more like
Egyptians can be black too.
but not from that area. There's a
They
difference.
can be black too.
No. Not from that area, bro. That's like saying like a Indian could be a black guy,
There are black Indians,
but
though.
you can still see that he's Indian. You like there's
Yeah.
certain characteristics in their face.
Okay,
their
like you're
bone
talking about like
structure.
the features that will make an Egyptian
Yeah,
an Egyptian. Okay, I see what
yeah.
you're saying.
And like not offense to black people, but they have a distinct look to black people, just like Hispanic have a distinct look to Hispanic people.
Right. I mean, we
Like
have
you can
we
see
have
a white,
features.
yeah, you can see a white girl and be like, she might be white, but she's still Hispanic, you know.
Yeah.
And same with white girls, you can
Those
be,
features.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I only have beef with it if they change the character when it clearly says like on the book, on the story, whatever, the comic, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know what that kind of reminds me of? What's the name of you're not even forgetting his name. What's the name of the Marvel? Stanley?
Stanley, yeah, the
Stanley,
creator?
yeah, the
Yeah.
creator. He said something about he made Spider-Man like with the mask and everything because he said that anybody could play him. Like, he could be Asian, white, black, blah,
Oh,
blah.
really?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
he said it himself like in an interview, and then I thought about his not his but like the new show, the Spider-Man
In the Spider-Verse,
in
yeah.
the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, he was a black
Honestly,
guy.
it's a. Have you seen it?
No.
It's actually like a really. It's
I've
it's
been
like
hearing good
it's a
things
good
about it.
story.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
it's well written. It's got you're like okay, and because they are all Spider-Man like girls,
Mm-hmm.
boys, black, whites, purples, whatever. I really like that. I'm like. That's a cool character because
Yeah.
then it can be interpreted in so many ways.
Yeah.
But that's a character that like okay like yeah you could be whatever you know
Mm-hmm.
like a character like that can be interpreted in any way, shape or form. I feel like it's a very complex character.
Yeah. Like, I don't have beef with casting an actor, whatever color he or she might be, to whatever role it can be. But if there's already a history of that character being a specific race or like a specific look to it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you wanted to change it because you want to be inclusive, like that to me is disrespectful to both people. To the people that the original source was from,
Mm-hmm.
and to the new actor because it's like you have to fit into this other character that you're clearly not.
Yeah,
So you're gonna get a lot of hate. Like for the Harry Potter example.
setting it up for failure.
Yeah, because on the
Yeah.
Harry Potter example, you can just have another magician that is like a badass motherfucker and just happens to be black, and you don't have to mention it. You can just put like a black actor there and make it one of the most badass wizards in the whole universe. And it doesn't have to be this guy that already exists that was a badass before. You know,
Mhm.
so like you're trying to fill shoes that you will never be able to fill.
I see your point. I see where you're coming
like,
from.
Yeah, like
You're not crazy.
like just make a good story with a character that you want to embrace. If you want your hero to be black, Black Panther is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Like the whole cast was black and nobody was like, why isn't a white guy in that movie? Fuck the white guy.
Fuck the white
Yeah.
yeah.
Like the whole cast is black and nobody had a problem with that. And
And it was a
everybody's
power.
cool.
Like
It
everybody was happy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
everybody
was
was happy.
Now imagine some of the new because I mean R.I.P. to that guy. But what if the new Black Panther was to be a white guy?
Yeah, that would be riots.
There would be,
There would be riots. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's stupid. Stupid. So I feel like Hollywood has that problem right now. They're just afraid of offending cultural movements like Black Lives Matter and all that kind of stuff, and trying to be inclusive with the ABC community and all that stuff. So I mean, just have balls again and make good movies. And if it's gonna offend a couple people, it's gonna offend a couple people.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're not gonna have the approval of 100% of the population no matter what. So, I mean, just as long as you're again, as long as you're actually not being fucking offensive
on purpose.
Yeah, like I'm for like what you said. Like if you want to make a character of a certain race to be like absolutely badass and embrace and things like that, write a character that will make sense and use those those qualities and embrace them and use them and it could be like a badass story. And
he has happened before. I don't know what the fuck we're not doing. Denzel Washington is a perfect example. There's a movie, American Gangster. He was a gangster in a traditional, what do you call
gang?
No, genre. Where usually the mafia people were Italians or Mexicans, and he just happened to be a black gangster, and he worked out perfectly. He embraced his cultural heritage in the movie.
Yeah,
and it was pretty cool. It was based on a true story.
Well, if it was based on a true story, he had to be black. Like, what do you mean? Imagine if there's a biopic of you and then somebody like Indian plays you. You know what I'm saying? Like an Egyptian plays you. Like,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like that happened with, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I see what you're saying. I didn't think about it like that. But at the end of the day, like, I don't think about it like that because it's a fake character.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but if I was the character before that, I'd be like, interesting choice.
Yeah, just imagine like Leonardo DiCaprio playing a biography of like Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
You know, like the fuck?
That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. Okay, but here's the thing, right? Like, where do we also draw the line? Because we also we like comedy. Like, for example, everybody's like, "Oh, make a white chicks too. Make a white chicks too." Well, okay, it could get canceled in a moment.
And so that's a bold move. Like, imagine that took balls to make two black guys dress like white women and act stereotypical. Like, bro, that took balls to make, and they make the black guy the funniest guy, and then also kind of like a racist against other black guys.
Who? Latrell?
Yeah,
he was not racist.
He didn't like black people.
Who said that?
He said it whenever like the girl took the mask off, and he was like, "Are you black?" At the end of the movie.
I don't think it was that he didn't like black people because his assistant was also black.
Yeah, but like he didn't like the fact that he was a little racist towards him. You know?
I know we're not about to make a discussion about white chicks and the fucked up of this, okay? Like, it's just a funny movie, but like,
it is a funny movie, but it was also a little bit of an offensive movie.
I mean, yeah, it was wild. It was wild. So like, okay, so where do we draw the line then? Where is the line, or the limit does not? Well, the limit does exist.
And in that case, I feel like you don't draw the line. It's just like you're only pushing it one way, but you should go both ways.
Yeah, if you're gonna do something like that, it has to be so like you have to go all in for it to be like truly funny and get the point across.
Yeah. Because remember that movie, Gigolo?
Yes.
We wouldn't be able to make that shit today.
Yeah, raunchy comedy, good raunchy comedy. I feel like we haven't had. Anything that it's like offensive, but it's like, oh, that's funny.
Exactly.
You know, like I don't feel like we really have parodies anymore. Like there are no parody movies. Scary Movie done.
Yeah.
Like Scary Movie was also a great franchise. Like that was a funny franchise.
It was great. Back in the day, it was great. And it was a little bit offensive to everybody, but everybody was equally offended.
But it was
and
funny.
Nobody took it.
There were definitely like stereotypes. It was just funny.
Based on true stories.
Funny comedy. I mean, a stereotype is for a reason. Yeah. So.
Whether people want to admit it or not. Even for Mexicans.
Everybody. Nobody's immune to the stereotypes.
Facts. But that's what I'm saying. I think that Hollywood doesn't have the balls to make good movies anymore. There are too many spoons in the soup, you know?
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Spoons in the soup. I've never heard that.
I don't know. He just like came to my mind. She's like too many motherfuckers trying to steer the pot.
Yeah. Oh my god, you're funny for that. Too many cooks in the kitchen. That's funny.
Yeah, so we need independent people. But yeah, that's a story with movies. Now, did you know which one? I'm really excited for How to Train Your Dragon, the live action.
Yeah, you really like that movie.
It really touches. What is the phrase?
Touched your heart.
No, like
Touches
bring it
the soul.
home.
Brings. It's close to home.
Yeah.
It's
It really
close to
hits home. Yeah,
It really hits home. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the live, like a lot of people told me I didn't watch it when it came out. I watched it like probably like 5-6 years after, because I had nothing to watch, and I was like, you know what? Like people told me about this movie a lot, and it happens to be there on Netflix, so clicked on it. I was like, oof.
Yeah.
That honestly, these are my top 10 movies. And
Like
it's,
of all time.
yes, and it's like a comfort movie for me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, ooh. So
I really like I guess kids movies, cartoons like that.
yes.
Like How I Met Your
Train.
I said How
I Met Your Mother.
I Met Your Mother and House of the Dragon. Like How to Train Your Dragon. I feel like it's like one of those good studios.
DreamWorks.
Yeah, like DreamWorks has great movies.
Yes.
Like we got Shrek from there. We got Madagascar. Like those are actually like really funny, like good, like feel good.
Franchises,
Yeah, they're
Ice
good.
Age is from them, no? Maybe. I don't know.
No, Ice Age was Blue Sky.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. It was the one that closed because I remember that they did a short when they announced that
They were shutting off.
they were shutting down. Scrap the squirrel from the Ice Age,
Oh, really?
and he finally gets his nut.
Ah, that's so cute.
Yeah, and it was like leaving. I was like, oh, that's sad. That's so sad, but it's such a good way to go out, like full circle.
Yeah, you know, like the greatest.
And you have like that itch scratch that for him to finally get his spoon, because poor Boo was struggling. They did not let that man breathe for a second, and they had to stress him out. They did. They were just stressing him out every single movie.
But yeah, they definitely made some great movies. That Puss in Boots movie, the second one, greatest movie of the year in my opinion.
Really?
Like animated wise. Yes.
Really?
Yes. Have you seen it?
No.
El Lobo. There's one of the base characters. Oh, they make what is that? That movie with the panda?
Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda. They make Kung Fu Panda too. DreamWorks. It's a good movie. The first two are really good.
I wasn't like super fan, but like yeah, they have good messages. I think.
Yes.
Like
there's a lot of depth to those movies.
Who is we said Shrek. Oh, that's a movie that I can't think of the name.
They're great.
It'll come back.
Like the first one is good, and that sets up the universe for that movie, and then the second one just knocks it out of the park. Like Shrek 1 was good, but Shrek 2 was great.
They're good with the third. They're good like with like the 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know what? I know one thing I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, that's something else, right? Is that from there?
Is that? Oh, that might be from Illumination.
It might be. Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not sure, but like for example, that to me is a fantastic franchise. Like
I've only seen the first one.
It's just such a good, like, feel good, like monsters that we all know, family oriented. Like, I really enjoy that movie. And 1, 2, and 3 are good.
Okay.
Like, actually.
Okay.
They did a fourth one. I didn't love it, but
yeah, same for Kung Fu Panda. The first.
Yeah, like after the fourth one, like I think after the fourth Shrek, I also kind of started.
Yeah, the third one was kind of shitty, but I feel like the fourth one brought it back home a little bit for me. It was good. But the second one is the greatest, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, the soundtrack on that is insane.
And everything. And it's a good movie. And if you knew Spanish, you know that it's a perfect movie in Spanish.
It's funny.
It's hilarious.
It's funny. But Madagascar is funny in Spanish too.
Yes.
Ice Age is funnier in Spanish too. And they're all from the same studio. Yeah. I wonder if that's like why.
What do you mean why?
Why they're funny. Because they're all like from the same studio.
They had a little more freedom when it came to the translation of it. They had freedom to adapt it
to the culture. To like actual slang. Like that's what makes it good.
Yes.
Like, you know who does that? It's this series called Abbott Elementary. They do that. So it's like an office style show, but it's in a school. And it's actually really funny. because they use like current things that are like literally going on today. But what I am waiting for that show is an episode on some schools QPUs. Because I think it's such an important thing to like cover. Like especially like right now, like that show is like dominated in like TV
Is it on
world.
Netflix?
It's on Hulu. And I think it's on Prime. I know for sure it's on Hulu.
Okay.
For sure. But like I love that they use current things like our current slang and things like that. But I think since this show is just number one in like a lot of channels right now.
Interesting. I never even hear of it.
Yeah, it's like number one. Like it's crushing it in the award shows.
Yeah.
But I feel like you will be so irresponsible to not do an episode regarding that because that's such a huge culture thing.
It is, but I think that's also controversial.
Okay,
because
but it's
it goes
real.
back to politics. So I don't think
that's real.
It is real, but that's me going back to what we just talked about.
Like
Hollywood. So
gutless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because it has something to do with politics, politicians will not like it, so they will not support it, and it will make it harder for that movie to see the light of day. Like that movie.
It's a series.
Or no, but I'm saying like that specific episode.
Okay.
Of like schools excellence.
Mm-hmm.
Because like for example, what was that movie from last year or the year before? They talk about like child trafficking. The Song of Silence.
What? What movie talk about?
Oh, there's a movie that took like 5 years to release because the studio didn't want to release it because they talk about child trafficking. So the plot was that some family in like a South American country took their kids to an audition in a room, whatever, and then they took the kids over there. The parent left the kids there, and he was, "I'll come back in like 2 hours whenever we're finished with the casting." And then when he came back, the place was empty, and they kidnapped the kids. So it was the story of how they rescue those kids and what's going on behind scenes.
Was it a movie or a documentary?
Both. It was a movie based on true events.
Okay.
The sound.
No, turn off.
The Sound of Freedom.
The Sound of Freedom?
Yeah.
Is that an American movie or?
Yeah.
Okay. I never heard of this.
Yep.
And the studio didn't want to release it just because it was like, oh, you're exposing too much?
Not the studio, but you know how the movies need to have like some kind of rating to be able to release to the public. So that's what happened. They couldn't get the rating from the government.
Wait, the government are the ones that rate the movies?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you know that?
Because they're regulated by the government. Everything is regulated by the government. It's like with food. If the government doesn't approve that your food is safe for people to consume, you won't be able to sell it.
Oh, it would be like a product, like getting your license or something?
Yeah, like you need some kind of licensing for your product to be out to the public.
I just never thought about who rates these things.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's some entity of the government. I don't know which one, but it's like the government's involved, you know?
Well,
so, yeah.
Kind of like Texas.
Yeah, well, Texas is theft. That is legal theft. And you will not change my mind. Trump, what the fuck? I voted for you for that.
Shoot, the train left.
True. But yeah. That is what it is. That's mine too.
That's what it is? The train left, didn't it? Like, it just like, there was a moment of just like loading for a second. Like,
the little apple came up. Inside joke. 2017.
Anyway.
New York. Battery Park. Downtown.
In New York.
But yeah. Oh, speaking of, we went on a tangent. But speaking of Final Destination, something scary happened.
Oh my god, yes, we have to talk about that.
So in Argentina,
that's crazy.
Some people were watching the movie at the movie theater, and all of a sudden the ceiling freaking collapsed on them.
What movie were they watching?
Final Destination.
You didn't say that.
I say it. Speaking of Final Destination.
Yeah, but that doesn't imply that they were watching Final Destination. Well, okay, so they were watching Final Destination at the movie theater in Argentina.
And the ceiling collapsed midway through the movie. How crazy is that?
That's very Final Destination.
That's bananas.
Did they die?
No, they were injured, but nobody died.
Okay, so they cheated death.
Yeah, so somebody has to imagine the people start dying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna fall apart. That would be That'd be so scary.
That would be some Simpson kind of prediction bullshit.
But like, imagine if they let's say that hopefully not, bless them. Let's say that these people do start just 86ing, right?
Yeah.
And they go out in like crazy ways, like the movies do.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this person fell from a fucking, I don't know,
a skyscraper.
No, that's too normal for Final Destination. It would have to be like
the window broke and he fell. I don't know.
It has to be like a crazy death. Like I'm thinking more like, oh, somebody was doing the plane thing where you hang up like on the plane and you're just like, oh, they fell. Like that's so scary.
Yeah.
They fell to their death.
It's just like the whole internet went crazy whenever that happened. I was like, no way. At that movie, no way. That's
so scary. I would be watching out for death. Like I'll be like, you try to get me and you didn't. So
that would follow your psyche.
That would make you so paranoid.
Yes.
I could not live with that. Like I think I would really become a hermit. I
will never go to the movies back again if that were.
You wouldn't?
I don't know.
I think I would. I think I would.
Like, bro. Like, what are the chances?
I'm excited, but what are the chances of that happening again?
But if you cheated dead, maybe Dead wants to kill you in a movie theater.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you have to watch out for death. You learn how to be like, I'm looking at you.
Dead doesn't like to be cheated on.
I know. Too bad.
But how crazy
that is so scary.
Like that, like we have crazy shit happening here in movie theaters. Colorado, what's up? But that was next level bananas.
It was just
that was
because
like a smoothie banana.
It was because it wasn't like a human did this. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like a freak accident. Like the fucking ceiling collapsed. Like who's to blame?
Yeah.
I mean, Destiny. Destiny, yeah.
So which one would be more crazy? Them like somebody dying or somebody like what happened now, like cheating dead? Because I mean the whole freaking ceiling fell.
It would be crazy if somebody comes out and be like, oh, somebody tried to warn us, like, like imagine if somebody actually had like a premonition of it and they're like, oh, like I try to get people out, not everybody got out. Because like in the movies, not everybody gets out.
Yeah.
So some people are 86 and no matter what.
Gee.
So it's like,
that was crazy.
That would be, you know what though? Life imitates art.
Facts.
And sometimes it's the other way around. And sometimes truth is stranger than fiction.
Yes, very much so. But how crazy that if it happens in real life, it's like, oh my god, that was crazy. But it happens in a movie, it's like, that's bullshit. That will never happen in real life.
You never know. The chances of all of those things happening may be low, but they're never zero.
They're never zero. And I think we talk about this. Do you believe in the infinite universe theory?
What do you mean?
Like, like every single possibility that could happen
has already happened?
Yeah.
In a different universe?
Yeah.
No, I can't wrap my head around that. I cannot wrap my head around different realities happening at the same time because we only know our reality.
Yeah.
So like I acknowledge it, like I just don't like to think too deep into it because it's like, like at the end of the day, you're not gonna be in that lifetime. So
yeah, I have mixed feelings about it because I like the idea. I want to believe in it, but at the same time, in my head, everything has to have a beginning and an end. So the fact that that's infinite, I don't know, something about thing about being infinite is what I don't buy.
It kind of makes me feel like that like for example, like when we look at telescopes and like we're looking out and they're like, are you looking past hundreds of years?
Mm-hmm.
And that is happening at the same time.
Yeah.
That I'm like, like I get it, but like my brain can't like completely comprehend it because like, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's exactly how that makes me feel. Like there could be another reality, but like if that's also happening, then how is something that's happening 10,000 years ago am I only watching now because now the lights get, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just the fact that a lot of things can happen all at the same time overwhelms me.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's just very fascinating that Like sometimes I'm at work, and you know how like you meet a lot of people, especially on what we do, and then if you really start thinking about it for a second, you're like, every single one of those people had a different day today. Some had a good day, some had a bad day, some had like the best day of their life. Somebody might have had the worst day of their life.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody got heartbroken today. Maybe somebody had like really good news today. Like reality is so complex and so different for everybody. Like my world is not the same as your world, even though we
Yeah.
live in the same world.
Oh, I like that. I kind of like that was a bar. That was low-key a bar. I mean, like I said, it's kind of like everything happens all at once.
Yeah.
Yet, yet everything is so different. But it's the same at the same time. So it's like, what?
How crazy.
Right? Again, like this continuous thing is what I don't like. Like, to like say infinite.
Yeah. Like to me, the word infinite has, like, it bothers me because it implies it has a beginning but not an end. But everything that has a beginning should have an end in some way, because then how it was created in the first place, if it, like, how can you create an infinite out of an infinity? Yeah.
This is one of those questions that it's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
There's an explanation for that. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know it, but I know there's a scientific reason of like which one came out first.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a scientific reason for that.
Okay.
Which I will bring up next time we speak. But no, it's just it's late. It's also late. It's almost 11. We are recording late
It's 12.
today. Shit.
I tried to hold it back, but I couldn't. Like I was trying to hold it back, but
Yeah,
like,
we
it's
recorded
coming
late
out.
today, people. So it's been a long time. My chicken here has been busy,
I'm so busy.
and we've been having different days off, so it's hard to match.
Yeah, we haven't matched like at all. In
In a month.
we
at
definitely
least.
haven't. I know for the last 2 weeks, like we haven't even like we've literally been on the opposite schedules.
Yeah, for real.
Like it's a lot.
yes.
It's a lot. Oh, I don't know why I just remember this, but the dog's food is in my car. Like I don't know why I just remember this right this second.
We'll get him out tomorrow. That's hilarious. But yeah.
Are you gonna go watch Final Destination?
If I have somebody to go watch it with, maybe. But like I said, I want to watch How to Train Your Dragon, and Ballerina is coming out next month, which is part of the John Wick's universe with Ana de Armas.
You love that one.
She's gorgeous. She is gorgeous. And she doesn't speak like a Cuban, which I appreciate.
She's Cuban? I thought she was Italian.
No, she's Cuban. She speaks Spanish.
I thought she was Italian this whole time.
I mean, she probably has some Italian descendancy, but she's Cuban. She was born in Cuba.
Oh wow, I know.
She's one of those guaguitas.
I think that's Puerto Rican.
Oh, shit.
La guaguita de Puerto Rico.
Okay. But yeah, she's Cuban. She's gorgeous. And she's the kind of person that you want the Hispanic community to be represented by, you know? You don't want no J-Los.
Oh! Damn! You just came for J-Lo's neck out of nowhere. Jesus.
Not really. It's just like, I feel like some celebrities are universally disliked.
Unliked, yeah.
Like, not hated, but disliked.
I mean, people have their auras, and people just you know, like if you're boring, you know, if you just have like a negative energy towards you, like it's gonna like whack.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like you like it really is like a feeling, like a vibe,
Yes.
like, and that's what's crazy. It's just unspoken.
Yeah. How crazy you can even feel someone's vibe just by looking at it. Not even like interacting with them, just looking at it through a screen. Not even physical. Like, you have such a bad vibe
Yeah,
that it goes,
beyond you.
yeah,
Like, the vibe is like
through the freaking screen. That's crazy, you know, like,
yeah.
which also breaks my heart a little bit because I was such a huge fan of Pedro Pascal, and like I loved it. I think he's, like, with all the respect, I think he's secretly gay. But it's just like the way he acts sometimes. Like, there's a video that came out not too long ago when he's like on a stage dancing with one of those like flashlights or whatever that looks like a tube.
Like the white ones, like the party ones.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But he's making it look like very sexual. And I was like, I get it, but like,
he was catching a vibe.
I mean, he wants to catch more than a vibe, apparently. But the fact that he, in every role he plays, he's like the man, you know.
A lot of people do that, like Neil Patrick Harris.
No.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, but everybody knows that in real life, when he's gay, and he doesn't play like he's a man. He plays like a womanizer, and that's
That's a man.
Nah, I don't think a real man is a womanizer.
I just think.
No, but I'm saying
I think that's a man.
Nah. I just feel like Pedro plays these characters of like the survivor, the badass, the man of the man, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see him out of Scream, and he's like, "Ooh."
Yeah, he's very likable.
He has a very charming face. I like him as a person.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that I'm like, you know, like something about those kind of things, and he's very outspoken when it comes with certain things. He threw shade at J.K. Rowling. I'm like, bro, you're not even in that universe. You know, like I don't even respect Daniel for saying shit like that about her.
Yeah.
And then this dude is not. Like, he wasn't even famous whenever Harry Potter was around. So like, that's not your fight to battle. Yeah, that's not your battle to fight.
Your battle to fight. Yeah. I was like,
yeah. So I don't know. Like I feel like he's out of movie persona. I don't really buy with it. And that video was like, oof. Like I don't know, it was a little too cringy for me. Like a little too Hollywood.
With the one of him dancing or the one of him criticizing?
No. I mean, the criticizing, like, I get it. He's part of Hollywood. Like, you just gotta do what you gotta do to like
give your opinion.
Not even to give your opinion, just to like be relevant in that industry. You know, but like him dancing was the crazy part for me. But yeah, let me show you, and I'll see.
I think he's vibe. I like him. I don't really care if he's gay or whatever. He's cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
He plays good characters. He's a good actor. Like I enjoy his performances.
Yeah, me too. Though, like I said, it's just like the way he was dancing. Like, look at this.
Oh, period. I mean, I know a lot of straight friends that are like that. Very flamboyant, very just want to have fun. Like
they do want to have fun. It's like that first thing is like, you know.
I mean, he's just having fun. I don't think.
I
is that him?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh wow, he looks good.
I mean,
he's definitely a little.
At the very least, he's bisexual. At the very least.
I don't know about his sexuality, but he's definitely a little feminine.
Yes. But like I said, like...
Oh, he's so handsome. His posing is so cute.
Yeah, he's a handsome fella.
He's cute.
But like I said, the fact that he plays such manly man roles, like he's Joel in The Last of Us, which is like a survivor in a zombie apocalypse, you know? So like he's like the man. And then he used to be in Narcos, and he was like the police officer that almost got Escobar, which is based on real people. You know, he was like a badass. He will fuck whoever needed to fuck to get information, and then chase whoever he needed to chase, and then go for the bad guy. You know,
he was also in Game of Thrones.
He was in Game of Thrones. He was like the motherfucker. And
really cool gladiator.
Yeah, he was a cool gladiator.
Not really gladiator, but like that. You know, that type of battle.
Okay.
A gladiator or type of battle.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then he was a Mandalorian. Like he was in all these roles that is like very
masculine.
Very masculine. Yeah. And then he does this kind of shit. I'm like, you know? Like,
he's a complex character. I like him.
I mean, he's a good actor, don't get me wrong.
Yeah. It just changed your opinion on him.
Yes, a little bit. Because, like I said, I respect.
Do you dislike him now?
Not really. I just feel like he fell off the podium a little bit for me.
Oh.
Because, like, to me, it was like Keanu, and this dude was like a close second.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then he just went down.
Keanu... I mean, the only reason why I don't compare the two is because I think of Keanu doing like this, a lot of like physical, more martial arts type thing. Yes. And Pedro is not martial arts. Yeah. I feel like.
But I'm saying the level of likability.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he's like a very friendly face. Like
he's very charismatic.
He represents a good side of Hollywood to a certain degree. And I mean, Keanu is the golden standard for what a good man should be like. Like
he's very humble, yeah.
He's very humble, and that dude is rich as fuck. I think he's worth like $500 million, and he rides a subway.
Yeah, he's chill.
He's chill, and then like he has gone through a lot in life. If somebody has gone through a lot of life, if somebody had any reason to start his villain arc, is that dude. and he's the most lovable guy.
So does Britney Spears.
Yeah, but
She went a little crazy.
Yeah, she went a little crazy. Like Keanu never did. Like he lost his best friends, his wife, his daughter. Like he went through hell. Like almost his sister. Like if somebody had any reasons to be bitter in life, it's that guy. And he's the most humble, lovable, respectable guy in Hollywood, in an industry that corrupts you.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's a golden standard for people.
That's been he's been solid to his morals, and that's pretty commendable. Because that sometimes my morals be going out the window. You know,
yeah.
You know, like sometimes it's just like that.
Yeah. So I mean, to me, that like if my last name will sound good with that name, I will definitely name my future kid Keanu. But it doesn't.
Keanu Anaya. I kind of like that.
It doesn't sound.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Because you have the ends like really close.
Well, I already got a name decided.
Okay, that would be cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know where that's from. I'm like, where you from? If I heard that name.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure everybody knows who Keanu is. So every Keanu that you might meet will be based on this dude. You know.
But I think Keanu is such a unique name.
Really
like
is.
I wouldn't be like, oh, that's a white person.
I feel like
is he from the United States?
Yeah, he's from Hawaii, I think.
Oh, he's from Hawaii. Okay. Like that
Either
makes
that
more
or
sense.
Canada.
Oh.
But I mean, I know he has because it's a Hawaiian name. Hawaiian?
Yeah,
Like
Hawaiian. I don't know. I just wouldn't think of like I wouldn't know where that name would be from.
Yeah,
in the world, I'm like, oh wow, that's a very unique name. Like what's the story here? You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Your name is a great person. But I already got a name chosen for my future firstborn.
Period.
Facts. But yeah. Last of Us Season 2. Shame on you. Let's wrap it up.
And that's all he wants to say about that.
I was a little bitter. Not gonna lie.
You've been better. You have not started complaining about that.
It's just I became really. I never played the game, and I watched the first season of The Last of Us on HBO, and I was like, you know what? Like it's a good season. Let me see what's it about. So I watched every single fucking video that you can find on YouTube about the game, like the first and second one, Spanish and English, which is a lot. I saw a video that was 5 hours long, analyzing the game. I've been obsessed with the game.
Yeah, you have been.
It's a great story. Like honestly, top 10 games of all time. Close. Like not even close. Like it's in that list. And the fact that they didn't do justice, they had to push too many. Like what we're saying at the beginning.
Too many woke moments.
Yes. Like this poor girl, like I know she's a lovable girl, Bella Ramsey. But the fact that they push such narratives on such a young girl. And she's getting all the hate right now.
She's like 15, 16.
I think she's older.
Oh.
I think she might be like 20. No, what I'm saying, like, she's so young. Yeah, she's one of those girls. I mean, she's one of those girls that has, like, a baby face. And will probably have a baby face until she's 30.
Bella Ramsey.
Yeah.
We gotta know now. I need to know now.
Bella. Bruh. Bella Everly? How the fuck?
Who's that?
I don't know. I just pop out. My girl is 21.
21? Okay.
Okay, so she's 21. She looks young as fuck. She doesn't look 21.
Yeah, she definitely looks. That's good though.
But I mean, they were pushing this narrative of being very inclusive because the thing is that every single time you're gonna do an adaptation from a game to a TV show or a book to a series, whatever, they will always compare it to the original source.
Always.
And in this case, they were comparing directly from the game. And I mean, the game is so much. They still have like a couple things that they were in the game, but they were trying to do something different on the TV show, which I get
They just went rogue.
Yeah.
They didn't follow the guidelines.
Yeah, they didn't follow the guidelines, which they should have.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the story was already there. People really love it, and like you just needed to be loyal. Maybe make a little twitch every now and then, but not make it. Don't go balls to the wall.
I mean, that kind of reminds me of like Resident Evil. Like the movies have nothing to do with the games. Like zero.
Yeah, that's
like,
a whole different dog. That's
yeah.
That's a whole different dog.
Yeah, but like they're just never gonna stay true to the original game. I feel like I think like for example like whoever I don't know who asked for a Sonic movie, but okay. You know what I'm saying? Like
they make it because the Mario movie was a success. No, never mind. It was the other way around. The Mario movie came out after. I take it back.
Oh, we are out of drinks.
For real, it's a hot day.
We always finish the drinks like at when we're
yeah. Sometimes we drink too much, but yeah. My complaint with this was that they push certain things that were not in the game that made them feel like, yeah, you're trying to be inclusive with the LGBT community.
Yeah, like you're doing the most.
And I was like, bro, like that's not part of the game. And second of all, don't, like, I don't know, like this
don't
girl.
push it down your throat.
Don't push it, yeah. Because this girl is 21, but she looks 16.
21.
And the fact that there's an episode when the co-protagonist is pregnant, and then this girl goes, "I want to be a dad." Bitch, you're a girl. Like, how are you gonna be a dad? You know, like it makes no sense.
I mean, I feel like that came from more like from her relationship with Joel.
No,
I didn't think it was like a gay comment or anything.
I definitely like the fact that she's making out with this girl, and then they're in love, and then this girl is pregnant. So if she's pregnant, she's a woman. So the other person has to be the quote unquote husband.
Yeah.
But you couldn't be like, oh, you're pregnant. Like, bro, we're in the middle of an apocalypse. Why are you pregnant? You know?
Yeah, that part.
And then she goes like, I want to be a dad. Like, bro, you're not
priorities.
If anything, you should have been like, am I gonna be her the baby's mom too? Or like, make it like,
I'm sure.
Why a dad? Why a dad? If you're a girl.
That she got you pressed.
It's just like it was so out of place. I feel like you're not gonna be thinking about that silly ass shit whenever you're in the middle of an apocalypse.
You never know. I feel like if we were in an apocalypse right now, we would definitely still be trying to talk about pronouns.
No, we wouldn't. No, I feel like that would be the first people to die.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, because the zombie will come at you and be like, here comes a zombie, and be like, well, it's eat zombie. Be like, bitch, die. Now, I believe that people have a low survival rate in a zombie apocalypse.
You never know. You never know. People can surprise you.
That will surprise me. But that's my 2 cents on it. And I know the internet will give me that one day. Time will tell.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
But yeah. So I was not pleased. I was very happy with the first one. I'm salty about the second one. The longer it went, the saltier I got.
Is there going to be a third?
Most definitely, because I mean the story, and that's another one. They push so many things that were happening in the game, and they condensed it in the last episode all at once. And I was like, bro, that's too much happening. Like, why are you rushing all these stories that take time to build? Like, if 7 episodes is not enough, make it 10, motherfucker.
Yeah, a lot of series have been doing like short like seasons. Like, I'm confused.
And it works sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't, like, make it longer. Oh, don't fucking make it.
It doesn't work. Like, honestly, 7 episodes is absolutely unacceptable. Like, for us, and then making us wait a year, 2 years for the next one. Like, bro, at least give us 12. Like, I think 12 should be the absolute minimum. But like a regular like for example, like Friends used to be like 22 episodes.
Yeah.
How About Your Mother used to be like 20 episodes.
Yeah.
Hannah Montana used to be like 30 episodes.
And they will shoot one a week. Because it will be like new episode coming out next week, and they will shoot that motherfucking like 7 days.
Yeah, and now it's taking so much longer, and it's just like, I get it, but like give us more. Like 7 episodes is not enough for a whole season. Like that, it feels like robbery.
And sometimes
it feels like we're giving you the leg, and you're like also pulling our foot.
Yeah, and also the fact that it's such low quality sometimes. Like for example,
sometimes.
Yeah. Like, bro, why are you taking so much time and giving such a shitty product? Like the Snow White movie that took what, like 5 years to come out?
I have no idea.
It took a lot. It was supposed to be released, I think, and then the pandemic hit, and then they dragged it for like 3, 4, or 5 more years. And then when you see it, you're like, the fuck, you dragged this shit for 5 more years, and then you give me these ugly ass, silly CGI looking dwarves.
Yeah, but you can't blame the pandemic. The pandemic kind of happened.
But that's what I'm
the world.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Nah, bro, like at that level, with that money, you're gonna see work from home.
You could what?
Work from home.
They can't make a movie from home.
Toy Story? The fuck?
What do you mean?
That some girl, like when the second Toy Story movie was about to came out, one of the girls that was working on it got pregnant and she went on leave, and then the studio for some reason accidentally deleted the whole movie. And then this girl had a copy in her house because she was working from home, and then she saved the fucking franchise because she had the only copy. Yeah, so you can fucking work from home. If Disney did it, if Pixar did it like 20 years ago, we can do it now with this much fucking technology.
Yeah, but you need to shoot a movie in person.
No, but I mean, once you're editing, wait, what do you mean?
Like, you can't do that at home. You need to.
No, but I'm saying like once you're you finish shooting, you can edit from home or like connect on some kind of network. Like we did it. Like what I'm saying is like the pandemic shouldn't be an excuse because you could have worked from home.
The
like
pandemic was definitely an excuse. Like the pandemic it was just a different time.
at the beginning.
It was. It took a full year and a half to get shit back to normal.
Yeah, but like I said, like the movie took like extra 5 years probably to come out because it came out this year, right?
Yeah.
So like I'm pretty sure that shit was planned like even before the pandemic. I'm like 90% sure.
You tripping, y'all?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, a little bit. Big tripping. Like the pandemic fucking happened. The pandemic.
But I'm saying like you could have done something better than what you gave us with that amount of time because like the pandemic, let's say it was 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
You had 3 extra years to work on it. And to give us such a shitty product, like the dwarves look horrible. And then that movie cost
CGI just going down. Period. Like that's kind of what we started talking about at the beginning. Like,
and that shit costs like what, $250 million, bro?
Yeah.
Where'd that money go? Because that shit ain't
the producers are the ones making all this money.
Because that shit ain't in the movie.
All this money.
That money ain't in the movie. So that's what I'm saying. Like give us something good. We need a new Hollywood. Atlanta, what's up?
We do need a new Hollywood. Just we need art. We need
art with balls.
We need films. We need films.
We need artists with balls.
And money.
We need ballsy people. Not even.
Yeah, because how are you gonna finance this movie?
The first Saw movie was made with what, like $10,000?
Oh yeah.
The first Tarantino movie was financed with like a friend, I think, and it only cost like 25. Like they're really good franchises that cost very little. That movie that won best animated movie of the year, with a cat.
Oh, I don't know what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
You know, like they made that shit with like one of the programs that you can fucking buy for like $50 a month.
A good movie's a good movie.
A good movie's a good movie.
Yeah.
You just need ballsy people to make those good movies. And I'm pretty sure there's good people in the US with great stories to tell.
For sure. We're just not investing in them.
What? Do it your way.
Yeah.
Now it's easier than ever to do it your way. Now everybody can save for like 6 months and buy a decent camera, rent one of those like Premiere Pro programs, and shoot a bitch. There's so many tutorials on YouTube telling you how to do it, how to use it,
That's
and all
true.
that shit. Now it's easier than ever. We got no excuses. Look at us. We got a fucking camera and a microphone. And we're doing it. This shit would have
been a dream.
This shit would have been impossible like 10, 15, no, probably not 10, like 20 years ago.
I mean, it would have been harder.
Way harder, way more expensive. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you would need a studio or like work for a radio station back then or like a TV show. You wouldn't be able to do it from your home.
Yeah.
And now you can.
Now you can. You can do it everywhere. And on your phone, too.
Well, exactly. What's your excuse, motherfuckers?
Oh, period.
Just do it.
Period. He's motivated.
I'll leave you with that inspiration quote at the end.
That was a whole sermon, but that's fine.
Let's go.
Okay.
No, we got something else to say.
I think you said it all. I think you signed, sealed, and delivered. You know what? I will leave you with a quote.
Let me quote.
A Pitbull quote.
Mr. Worldwide.
This is for anybody going through hard times. Believe me, been there, done that. But any day above ground, it's a good day, believe it. I might have fucked it up, but I don't know. I might have fucked it up with that, but it's something around those lines. So that's my quote of the day for Pitbull.
Okay.
We're on some different channels, but it's okay.
Inspiration,
bitches. Thank you for watching
another episode
of See y'all on the next one.
Hopefully next week. I look greasy as fuck.
It's so hot.